Hi everybody, and welcome to Chelsea Groton Bank's Facebook video. Today we are continuing with budgeting, and today we're talking about personal expenses. So we talked on Monday about income and how to get ready to start budgeting. We talked about Tuesday, your household budget. We talked about Wednesday about automobile expenses, and today, Thursday, we're talking about personal expenses. So for most people, this is the most line items and potentially the largest chunk of dollars of your budget because it encompasses everything that is not a bill. So it is getting your hair done, eating out, getting coffee in the morning, any clothing that you might buy, shoes, vacations, movies, concerts, any unnecessary purchases, so that shopping trip that you're going on with friends, or whatever it might be. My shoes go in here. I talked about that on Monday. So whatever it might be that is not a bill, that is not a household expense, which means it's your household expenses are pretty limited. Rent and mortgage, cable, cell phones, electric and utilities, and groceries. If it's not one of those things for your house, new curtains, a new piece of furniture, that's all a personal expense. So everything that you buy that is not a bill is a personal expense. So as you've gone through, like I talked to you about on Monday, and have highlighted your statements, you should see a lot of personal expenses on there. Now, each personal expense deserves its own line. So if you get your hair done once a month, it deserves its own line item. If you don't get your hair done once a month, if you're on every 5 to 6 weeks, at least allot half of that hair expense every month, so that every other month it doesn't cost you $150. So say it only costs you $75 a month, so that by the time that you go, it's $75.75 for your $150. Clearly, men's haircuts are going to be a little bit less, maybe. Kids' haircuts, any eating out that you might do. That can be one line item, but remember you're looking at the month and not a week. So, eating out could encompass everything from dinners to lunches to stopping for coffee in the morning, or on your drive, or whatever it might be. Most people stop for coffee more than they realize, and they're spending more money than they realize. Clothing. We don't always need clothing every month, but if you allot a little bit of money every month to a clothing budget, by the time that you go to get new clothes for school or you need an outfit for an event, you have a little bit of money saved up to do that. So this is a good place to put your vacation travel plans money, so you can put aside a little bit every month. This is another good time to talk about having a vacation club, which some banks offer. Chelsea does. It's a good time to talk about your holiday spending account, which Chelsea has a holiday club also. Some banks still do. If your bank doesn't, you can always open a second or third or fourth checking account for those items. So you can have a debit card that is specifically for your vacation plans, so you're not pulling vacation money out of your household expenses. That this is how much you have for vacation, and this is the debit card that is specifically for that. You could do your school shopping that way. You can do lots of things, okay? So personal expenses. This is where a lot of couples start getting into fights as they are looking at their statements. How much money people are spending randomly on fishing gear or, things for the garden. All of these are personal expenses. Getting their hair done. Just understand going in, and I have heard it in class after class after class, that this is a boiling point for some households. So when you're looking at it, make sure that you're all on the same page. It is a safe zone, and now is a good time to rationally talk about that. Look at how much you're spending every month on the personal expenses, and be able to say, okay, maybe I don't need to do this every month. Maybe I can do this once a quarter, or maybe I can do this, maybe I get to spend X amount of dollars every month, but I can't spend more than that. So a budget is a really good way to start reining in how much you're spending every month and be able to focus your dollars on things that are important to you. So those goal setting ideas. So this is personal expenses today. Definitely go back and take a look at automobile expenses, household expenses, and how to begin setting up your budget. I